Hello everyone, my name is Jordan and I'm a freshman of the Department of Physics in NTU. Today, I'm going to give you an overview of the SDGS 5, Gender Equality. Before we start, let's first take a look at this statement. Anyone thinking that is incorrect? No, I bet. It's a self-evident truth shared by all mankind, isn't it? However, do you think that all human beings are treated equally, regardless of gender? Obviously, that's another no. And that's why I'm here today. In the next few minutes, I'll introduce you to the SDGS 5, guide you through some of the aspects of gender inequality, what have people done to try to diminish them, and finally, what we can do further to lead a future with better gender equality. First, let's learn about the SDGS 5. Gender equality has become one of the most important global issues. To raise public awareness, in 2016, the United Nations selected gender equality as one of its 17 Sustainable Development Goals, or SDGs. The core objective of the fifth goal, or SDGs 5, is to achieve gender equality and empower all women and girls by 2030. However, now in 2021, there's still a long way to go to reach the objective. Let's take a look at the recent case, girls and women in Afghanistan under Taliban rule. This is a picture shot in an Afghan college. There, girls are not allowed to study with boys. They are forced to add a curtain in the middle of the classroom to separate the two genders. This is a miniature of the world for Afghan females. The curtain is an infinitely tall wall between them and the society, their future, and their dreams. Nevertheless, those girls in the left picture were the super lucky ones. Under Taliban's strict Islamic laws, most girls are prohibited to go to school. Even by not wearing a hijab on the road could cost a woman her life. And those inhumane laws are only for females. Could you ever imagine such a world? Unfortunately, their tragedy is no more than a tip of the iceberg. Let's start with women represent rate. About half of the population are female. However, according to the UN's latest report, women only occupied around 30% of managerial positions in workplace. Apparently, our world is still dominated by males. Second, violence and abuse of women has never stopped. In some economic disadvantaged households, girls are destined to serve their male customers or be shifted to marry her husband in other countries, aka her boss. When men are oppressed, it's a tragedy. But when women are oppressed, it's a tradition. Sadly, this is how the real world works. Gender stereotype is probably the one most commonly seen in Taiwan. In many minds, cars, workout, and making money still belong to men, while Barbie, dressing up, and housewives still belong to women. This can limit one from the quest of his or her dream life. Last but not least, please take a look at this picture. You may think, yikes, why are you showing me such a thing? So, I substitute it with this for you. Looks much more comfortable, right? This is period inequality. Most men might not have even known this, but that thing indeed affects a woman's life a lot, especially when they are not allowed to talk, ask for a lease, or even just talking about it is like a taboo. This is a bloody fact, isn't it? The above is just a few aspects of gender inequality. So, what has the world done to minimize these inequalities? Some, but not enough yet. So I left it blank here. Many are working hard to cope with them. Over the past decade, the practice of child marriage has significantly declined 15%. Women representation is making progress too, but that's still not even near the objective of the goal or the world we desire. Besides, the global pandemic is posing a severe threat to the issue. With working ceased and people quarantined, women are forced to leave workplace. Staying at home, domestic violence happens much more often, and burden of unpaid domestic and care work is increasing for women. For young girls, their education are deprived with schools closed, and these are just a few. However, the top of even the blackest, thickest cloud shines like silver. The UN still sees the bright side. They view the crisis as an opportunity to reshape and rebuild the whole world, to advance gender equality. We should too. So, what should we do more to diminish gender inequality? From now on, be aware of the inequality happening around your life and do your best to change it. Also, be a responsible citizen and ask your government to do more on the issue. Buy your ballots. Remember that all human beings are created equal, regardless of gender, and they should be treated equally too. Start now, together. Thank you.